Good evening, everyone. A warm welcome to one and all here. First of all, I would like to take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you who have joined this webinar. So, as you all know very well, this webinar we will uncover the recent hype behind ChatGPT, its diverse potential across the development, business realms, and also get to explore the nuances of fueling future conversational experiences with ChatSDK. So I'll be taking you through the slides, and at the end of this webinar, you will have a Q&A session where you can raise out the questions that you have related to the presentations that we have taken you through, or some general questions related to ChatGPT. So before proceeding ahead, let me introduce myself to you all. My name is Archana and I lead customer success team here at Contested. So without any further delay, here we go. So as you all know very well, today the topic, and I'm just reiterating the topic again, it is ChatGPT for the future of communication. So this is going to be the agenda for today's webinar. ChatGPT, the phenomena, surging demand for human interactions, 4 facets of this buzzing AI tech, multifold business revenue with ChatGPT, impressive real-world use cases, NLP and communication in the big picture, ChatGPT and ChatSDK key distinctions, scaling in-app communication with MirrorFly, get chat up and running in minutes. Before initiating, I would also like to reiterate one thing, like we have some poll questions in between these slides. So once the poll questions pops up, I'll keep you posted and you can just vote your answers, so that by the end of each and every poll, I'll reveal you the correct answer and will explain things to you in detail. ChatGPT, the phenomena. As the name states, ChatGPT, yes, it is a complete communication tool, and the name GPT stands for Generating Pre-trained Transformer. Seems like the entire world is obsessed with ChatGPT right now. At the very moment, over 100 million users are taking the advantage of this conversational intelligence technique by all means. Clearly, the rise of AI is inevitable, and technologies like ChatGPT are paving the way forward for businesses to take the conversational lead in ways unimaginable. So as we all know, ChatGPT is a chatbot that's been developed by OpenAI. The recent research states that 13 million active users have really shown interest on this ChatGPT. And we are also expecting a large number of growth and users in the upcoming years as well. So this ChatGPT, it is a combination of conversation, human message, and the technology. It is nothing but a capability that ranges from code debugging, texting, image generations, etc. So it is something which is being arise by keeping a human way of conversation as a scrap. Surging demand for human interactions. The ability to respond in a natural sounding way is of late the choice of thriving organizations. And with AI and ML impersonating conversational experiences on apps, this prime need is compounded by several factors influencing complex processes and decision-making entities within the organization. As we all know, the demand for AI is always high. However, research states that by 2023, as I discussed to you in the previous slide, the research states that by 2023, instinctive interactions are expected to save 5 billion hours with improved agent productivity and automated responses. Mimicking human interactions take center stage across verticals and industries for driving customer success. Almost basic recent research also states that many of the customers would always love to have a direct messages irrespective of the timings. For example, let's say a particular customer is evaluating a product, and that customer always would love to hear when and wherever they have some queries. On that case, this chatbot is something that they feel really useful to be, as having a direct conversations on any time, as I told you, irrespective of the timing, having a direct conversations anytime during their evaluation period is of great help to them. Also, the personalized communication experiences become a pressing demand for building a powerful user experience and also fulfilling the revenue goals for many business customers. So, what are the 4 facets of this buzzing AI tech? So, in simple, we can say, what are the 4 phases of this buzzing AI technology? The first comes built upon the foundation of GPT, Generative Pre-trained Transformer. As I discussed with you in the first slide, the ChatGPT, it is an artificial chatbot that's been developed by OpenAI. So, it is something which is based on or developed on the foundation of a GPT. So instead of developing a robot, it's always good to have a system or a machine that actually gives you an exact result or actually gives you a result similar to that of a human conversation. The second phase that comes here is renders the content suggestions by analyzing the existing data. So what happens here is whenever a particular customer chat with chatbot, it actually collects the relevant amount of information from the existing chat that a system has with the another customer, and through which it delivers the adjustable results. Third thing that comes is trained with a massive data set for human-like dialogue. So whenever a chatbot is something which is being developed, a human always develops a chatbot with a specific set of data set, which means a particular chatbot can actually communicate with you based upon the data sets that's been fed to it. Apart from which, it doesn't have any options to upgrade itself on its own at the moment. The fourth one is favors varied language processing use cases. So, text completion, classification, dialogue generation, code completion, fine-tuning, natural and automated responses are some of the language-based use cases which we would say one of the major phase of buzzing AI technology. Besides, the setup is finished with powerful APIs, which is available as a part of study, and documentation that can be seamlessly integrated into any application at ease. Wondering how to make most of these crucial components for your business? We'll look into the key ways to put ChatGPT to work for scaling growth next. We have a poll right now, so that will be published to you. So, you want me to read the question? I'm ready to read it out. Where do you foresee the use of ChatGPT in your niche? I repeat the question. When do you foresee the use of ChatGPT in your niche? You can take your time and you can just vote your answers so that we'll wait for a couple of minutes. So I guess we have received most of the responses. And yes, most of them have given a right answer as all the above, which is facilitating automated responses, aiding product strategies and roadmap, quicker resolution. And these three are one of the major factors to foresee the use of ChatGPT in your niche. Thank you so much for your patience and response. Now, getting back to this, multifold business revenue with ChatGPT. ChatGPT powers ample opportunities for businesses and developers to tap into, namely, ready-made responses. Whenever a particular person is communicating with a human, how you get a ready-made response, like what is your exact issue or what do you exactly want us to be assisted on? So how may I help you with? These are some of the by default ready-made answers that's been available. Also, insights-based conversation. Given the virtue of automation, the AI bot deflects mundane tasks with the simplest of workflows that resolves the customer queries in a more natural and personalized fashion that compounds the user experience. So, varied language use cases, which is one of the major factors that we discussed as one of the major phase even in the previous slide. The AI tech can be largely used for optimizing, completing codes with accuracy. Besides, it also offers troubleshooting options to streamline the entire process for developers and also for the software teams. The next comes condition-based result. This capability helps brands understand that users' emotional quotient with a product or service and aids alternative ideas that meets their demands and enhances their overall perspective. The next comes a roadmap, which is something very, very essential. Or in terms of roadmap, we would even mention it as a blueprint, I would say. So another pivotal use case of ChatGPT is its capability to curate workflows that streamline the communication capabilities of a business. So these workflows simplify the overall process, improving the productivity and efficiency of customer service agents across the use cases. Finally, the tool in itself is an effective brainstorming aid for techies and non-techies. That's how we refer it as a data structuring assistance. It provides them with the right syntax in case if the format of the code is somewhat they feel is very wrong or they feel like it needs to be customized under certain categories. So, impressive real-world use case. Here's a quick look on how I'm going to explain you this real-world use case. Let us take a real-world example. There is a person called A. The person is actually planning to start up a restaurant and he is actually looking out for resources to be hired for sales, marketing, customer success, programming, and content writing. When he actually started hunting for a resource, he ran out of a budget. And that's where one of his friends suggested him about the ChatGPT tool. So for a person with a startup idea creation, ChatGPT would be a right choice. Now, he raised a question. ChatGPT is going to help me out in terms of all these departments. How this is something which has been possible? And that's where he came up with an answer for all these stuffs. In terms of sales, if you want any sales related idea, you can actually go ahead and get it from chatbot or ChatGPT. Second is, in case of marketing campaigns or marketing related ideas, you can actually go ahead and get it from ChatGPT. In terms of customer success, whenever the customer wants to reach out to you and they want a solution for this, yes, ChatGPT is something which is completely available to provide you an assistance irrespective of their timing. Then what happens in terms of developing a code, developing my site? Again, the code is something which will be given to you based upon your request to ChatGPT. What else if I wanted to have a detailed description on content creation? Again, yes, we have an option for that even in ChatGPT. So overall, ChatGPT is something which helps you in lead generation, customer support, sales, marketing, healthcare, education, entertainment, and e-commerce. The real-time use case example of person A that I have given suits completely for a person who is looking to start a startup organization and to recruit people for the following departments. Chatbot is really a good choice. Moving on, let's now access the perks and pitfalls of this AI tech in the following slide. What is the perks and what is the pitfalls? If AI is something which is completely accurate, then why do I need to look after this pitfall? Yeah, the AI is accurate, but it is only 70 to 80% of accurate. But when it comes to inaccuracy, how it will be 100% accurate or it gives you 100% of accuracy when compared to that of a human conversation? Here we can see perks. So, it has a high flexibility system. It gives you a very automated responses and at a very short span of time because it is available anywhere and anytime whenever you wanted to sort out your queries. It is cost effective. How it is? As I described the scenario in the previous slide, it is. Guys, it doesn't actually allows me to make any payment for recruiting the candidates or asking them to work for certain periods. It is giving me an instant solution whenever a customer reaches out to me or whenever I require a solution. And that way, it is saving a lot of cost, and that's why it seems to be cost effective. How it is coming up with automated dialogues? As we saw in 4 phases of ChatGPT artificial intelligence, yes, it has been designed in such a way that it's been fed with the data set that automatically comes up with the dialogue that's been by default fed or stored in it. If so, then what is the pitfalls of this ChatGPT? So, there are few pitfalls as well. The first is authenticity or security or content duplication. We aren't sure whether it repeats the same content what has been delivered to the customer. For example, let's say a customer A is raising a question and customer B is raising a question. And what happens when customer C combines both the questions and showed it out? In that case, we aren't even sure whether it duplicates the answer which is being delivered to customer A or customer B. Second comes the real-time information. So, it is not keeping itself updated as it is completely a chatbot. It's completely an AI. It's been developed by an AI, and it is not a human to keep itself updated to the real-time changes that's been happening. Lacks multimodal support. What multimodal support it exactly lacks in? You can communicate with a chatbot, but only you can communicate via text, and you don't have any sort of options to actually communicate via calls. What kind of calls it's gonna be? It's either voice call or video call. Biases in training data. Since it is trained primarily on the data sets, the reliability and accuracy of the information that's been provided may vary depending upon the input and the feedback mechanism as compared to that of deliverables by the humans. The pitfalls whatsoever I have just described is something which is a major pitfalls that we have faced as of now. All in all, ChatGPT is making waves across the web, but is it just enough for fueling modern omnichannel experiences? Let's find out more on this slide to follow. ChatGPT and ChatSDK key distinctions. Undoubtedly, we all know that And AI is one of the emerging trend, and ChatGPT is one of the major tools that's being used by a variety of customers. However, AI chatbot is not only gonna be the endpoint for many user interface interactions. So adding more to the pipeline, as I told you in the previous slide, not only a textual way of communication is gonna be the endpoint. You can have a voice or a video call way of communication as well, which actually means a multi-channel way of communication acceptance, which is being supported and which is being there in ChatSDK. And that is where actually ChatSDK of our MirrorFly product do support. Now we have one poll question in between this, post after which we can continue ahead with the remaining slides. I appreciate each and everybody's support during this poll as well, as this is gonna be the last poll of this webinar. So this is the poll. What benefits do you think ChatSDK offers for your business? So we also saw what are the business way of advantage for ChatSDK and for a chatbot. So I repeat the question. Many of them have given two answers as a right choice, since it is a multiple choice question. Yes, you got it right. The real-time support and the lesser time to market are one of the major benefits that our ChatSDK of MirrorFly offers to your business. In the coming slide, we shall explore the enormous opportunities of developing the communication experiences with the SDKs. As I was explaining it to you in the previous slide, establish a multi-channel communication opportunities, like not even a one way of communication, you can have a multiple mode of communication. Either you can just text and have a communication, or you can drop a call and you can have a communication. So communication is something which can be varied and described in different set of ways. Also, you can keep yourself updated, develop yourself to the updated technology. If you wanted to customize the software as per your requirement, yes, of course, you have a wide variety of choices to proceed ahead with. And you can also have a lot of experiences which gives you a hands-on flexibility that matters. Finally, prioritizing the growth phase in every step of a way means a lot here. Build, engage, and convert, all with the ease, is what our MirrorFly says. We will now go over some of the instrumental features of MirrorFly and comprehend why it's a business favorite aid. Alright, now we are on the final slide of this session. Get chat up and running in minutes. Want to know how a product works out? It'll take a minute for you to operate things. Visit our site. Quick sign up, where you will see a lot of documentations that's related to user interface and also to SDK. What those documentations are gonna be all about? It contains all the documents in a Word related to your evaluation, and also a YouTube video tutorials which gives you a clear picture of how things works out. Still, wanted to know how built-in video, audio, and chat entities would work out? Again, it's a power-packed conversational features that we have, and do reach out to us. We are just a step away. Finally, we also provide you some of the insightful analytical reports that gives you a brief understanding about how the functionalities or the chat conversations with an existing customer is really working out. You could also go over the MirrorFly.com, as I mentioned to you, to get to know extensive about all the features that we have and its endless capabilities. Thank you for hanging with us throughout. Please feel free to drop in your questions and I would be love to get them answered. And just like I mentioned earlier, getting started with your questions. Hi Hira, thank you so much for dropping your question. And to give you an answer, you're not the only one here. We have a list of other people who are with you, listening to us. Appreciate your patience. Thank you for dropping in, Jaira. Yes, we do have real-time use cases that we have implemented. Pratik, thanks for dropping in. ChatGPT is the end of UX developer? No, it is not an end of an UX developer. Preferably, we would say, as of now, we have covered what ChatGPT can do and what our ChatSDK can do. So preferably what we would like to convey is ChatSDK is far better than ChatGPT as it involves more of human interactions, which gives you a precise answer and which actually helps you to keep yourself updated and develop things accordingly. Thanks, Komati. Can ChatGPT access the internet? No. ChatGPT, the conversational AI bot, does not have the access to internet owing to genuine concerns of privacy and data security. Since it's largely trained on massive data sets, it eliminates the need for internet access in most of the cases that we have seen. Well, I would like to hear from many of you. Just drop in whatever cases you wanted to hear from us. Thank you, Sadhna. What are some of the best use case of ChatGPT? Sure, I'll explain it to you. The conversational AI system can be utilized for very potential use cases such as resolving data structuring issues, code enhancement issues, code debugging issues, and the variety of ideas for programmers or for developers, text completion and generating in cases of drafting the descriptions, frameworks, concept ideas for onboarding, marketing, sales, customer support, programming, and for business, healthcare, e-commerce, and e-learning segments as well. I hope we answered your question. Thank you so much, Abdul. So as of now, we don't have any real-time application in ChatGPT. We'll definitely keep you posted in case if any application has been launched. Thank you so much, Rekha. Your comments mean a lot to us. Thank you. Thank you for joining the session and your patience throughout the session as well. We are very thankful to you. Thanks, Pratik. It's really a pleasure having you and we are really thankful to you again. Thanks, Amrish. Thank you for this. Your comments mean a lot to us. Thank you so much. So we have one more question. What are the benefits of using a niche communication SDKs? So I would say communication SDKs like video, voice and chat are built in with enhanced agility, security and power-packed features, making it an extremely easy to build experience that drive the key results for what you are actually looking out at. The next question, are the chat SDKs compatible with all platforms? Web, iOS and Android? Yes. The chat SDKs of our MirrorFly application is compatible with all platforms, web, Android and iOS. Do we have a sample app to test the offerings and coverage of MirrorFly? Yeah, of course. MirrorFly is a platform that offers you a sample application wherein you can just go ahead and actually play around the tool and evaluate the product more. To know more about that, we request you to actually visit our site mirrorfly.com, which gives you a wide variety of choices stating how you can just view a sample application, how you can actually play around the tool, how you can actually view the documentations and video tutorials, and how you can have a real-time chat with our customer success team. Do you have any trial period to explore the features of MirrorFly? Of course, we do have a trial period to evaluate the features of MirrorFly. Apart from this, if you are a startup organization and if you have a limited set of resources and looking for a MirrorFly application, yes, We do offer a free plan, which is a forever free plan with some restricted features in it. Would love to hear more about our product again. Would request you to get into MirrorFly.com, wherein you can actually go ahead and sign up for a trial period with just your name and your email address. Post after which, you'll really get a chance to go through the tool, and if you're impressed, just reach out to us. We'll be definitely assisting you in terms of paid subscription. Or else, if you are an organization with limited resource and looking only for a free plan at this specific point of time, we again would request you to sign up for a trial period, and we have a freemium plan which is forever free with restricted features in it, which actually allows you to use our tool and get benefited for a certain period of time once your organization expands or grows. Can I use your chat SDKs for free? Of course, we really don't charge anything for downloading our SDK from our site. You can log into the MirrorFly.com. You can actually download the SDK from our site, which is free, and you can start evaluating the software and start integrating it with your application for completely utilizing this chat functionality. We have one more question. May I know MirrorFly, what are the services provided? That's a nice question. So, to give you a honest answer, MirrorFly, it's chat cum call application. So it is something which can be integrated with your existing applications and which allows you to have a chat, a text, a voice, communication, contact with your peers or with someone whom you're exactly looking to connect with. Do you also provide UI kit along with SDKs? Yeah, we also have an option of UI kit download, wherein you can go ahead and straight away download the UI kit option that's been available in our MirrorFly site. So with regards to services that we provide, we have a SaaS-based MirrorFly application and we have a SAP-based MirrorFly application. So the services in terms, I would say we provide a chat and a call way of communication services to all our customers, and that's what MirrorFly is all about. Thank you, Rekha. It's really a pleasure assisting you. Thanks for your question. And we are always here to provide you a help. Would love to hear more from you. Hope we answered your question, Rekha. You to just visit our site and go through the MirrorFly product, which gives you a complete insight, and we are always here to provide you an assistance related to MirrorFly as well. Looking forward. Can you let us know more about your support process? Oh, that's great. We would love to share things with you. Yes, if you have any technical questions or if you need any technical assistance, you can actually reach out to us by raising a ticket that's been available when you sign up for a trial period of MirrorFly, and we'll be assisting you. Or in turn, if you want us to drop an email, to us and connect via that, again, we are there to assist you always. So we have a dedicated customer support team, wherein our major roles and responsibility is to assist the customers on a priority basis and to provide a complete support to the customers in terms of integration and also during integration and also after integration. One final question: does the MirrorFly SDK support all programming languages and a wide range of use cases? So as of now, MirrorFly SDK supports JavaScript, Flutter, React, Kotlin, and if you would come up with any specific language that you wish to do it, we also do support Flutter, and if you have any set of language that you wish to proceed ahead with, you can actually reach out to us and we'll be there to support you. Also, we support Swift React Native as a part of MirrorFly SDK. Are providing the Odoo? Rekha, could you please elaborate your question? Are providing the Odoo, you mean to say, do we provide the assistance for Odoo language, or could you please expand your question if it is not a problem? Okay, so you meant to ask, our, I mean, do we provide the Odoo customization service? So Odoo is completely a business development software that is entirely different. But MirrorFly is something which is entirely been different. So if you have any existing application with you, and if you wish to integrate that with MirrorFly, obviously you can just integrate it, and through which you can actually have a communication with your peers or with the specific people via chat or via calls. To give you a real-time example of how it works, I'm just taking it for a real-time example. Let's take any e-commerce site like Swiggy or Zomato. And if you wish to integrate Swiggy or Zomato with MirrorFly, you can integrate it. And what you can do is you can actually integrate that with MirrorFly, and you can make use of it for having a chat with the people who order the food via Swiggy or Zomato. And if you wish to make a call for the people to notify them that you have reached the specific location with their food orders, you can actually go ahead and do it with the help of the MirrorFly that's been integrated with Swiggy or Zomato. And this is how MirrorFly is something which is definitely going to help you out integrate with your existing application and achieve the end result. For more queries, we would request you to reach out to us at bd@contest.in or csteam@contest.in. Thank you, Rekha. I hope you got your answer. Thank you so much. Again, I take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you who have attended this session. Thank you, everyone. And for more queries in future, do reach out to us at bd@contest.in or csteam@contest.in. I just type the email here. In case of any queries in future, do reach out to us on this email, and we'll be happy to assist you at any point of time, since assisting the customer comes our major priority. I hope you enjoyed this session. Everybody did enjoy this session. Just take some time to visit our site and do try out our product, and I hope you will definitely find the solutions for whatever questions that you come up with related to chat or with calls. Alright, thank you so much everyone, and I wish everyone a very good day ahead. Thank you.